The Western Cape is gearing up for heavy rains and gale-force winds over the next few days. Emergency services are on high alert for possible localized flooding, especially in townships without proper drainage systems. eNCA's Monique Mortlock joins us now live from Stray, where there has been heavy rain and flooding. And Monique, the rains not necessarily confined to Cape Town, but widespread across the Western Cape. What's the situation you're finding in Stray?
Stray is a town about 2.5 hours outside of Cape Town. It's on the southernmost tip of Africa, and this is the town that has been, or one of the towns that has been hardest hit by the storm that started moving in yesterday, and overnight we saw heavy rainfall in this area. Before I speak to the Executive Mayor of the Cape Agulhas Municipality, Mr. Paul Swart, just to tell you about some of the destruction that has been caused in other parts of the Western Cape, like in the Cape Winelands district by the storm. According to the Environmental Affairs Department, 2 people died in floodwaters in Bonnievale last night after their vehicle overturned and they were trapped in floodwaters. And here in Stray, fortunately, no one died, but hundreds of people have had to be evacuated from their homes and had to be housed here in the community hall in Stray. To give us more insight into this, I'm speaking to the Executive Mayor, Mr. Paul Swart. Sir, can you tell us just the impact that the storm has had on this town and on the community?
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Paul Swart, the Executive Mayor of Cape Agulhas. We are the southernmost municipality in the African continent. We had a storm here, especially yesterday, and the after effect of the storm at the moment, that is what we need to deal with. There is almost 300 houses that was affected in the storm yesterday. When I woke up yesterday, 7 o'clock, there was everything cool and calm. But when I got to the office right about 8 o'clock, the messages started coming in, and I had to come back to Stray, and we had a severe hailstorm. And the hail, there's so much damages to people's structures, especially the windows in the houses, the roofs, and there's a lot of things that we need to restore now after that hail. But at the moment, there's a lot of people that was hosted and accommodated in our camping sites last night, and also in the community hall. There's a lot of goodwill coming from the communities. There was people that was slept and also hosted next door in neighbors, on family houses, and there's a lot of food coming in. But the after effect is, and our challenge is now, the 300 shacks and 300 houses. And this part, there's an informal area, and there's also the middle class area, and the back where the backyard dwellers is. And it's not only the informal areas. There's a lot of Wendy houses at backyard dwellers in our communities, and that is where where people can't afford to maintain their structures, and now the water just came all over, and everything. There's no dry mattress, there's no dry blankets, there's no food. People had to stay at home yesterday and today and to look after the kids and to clean up. And this is our operation now, to get food in, to get the warm blankets and the mattresses out there, and then also to feed, especially our children in our lower. We have a problem with the water drainage system in Stray, and that's why it caused so much trouble, chaos yesterday, because the water can't flow away, because we are actually more, sea level at the moment, and that is our challenge now for the years to come, to get a structured, a water system in Stray. But at the moment, there's more rain coming. People standing in queue outside. They saw gift of the givers trucks came in this morning, and there's a lot of people, who just need a warm blanket or a dry mattress at the moment.
Sen, you make mention of that water drainage system that's been a problem. What has been done up until now to help? Because I'm sure this isn't the first time there's been a massive storm like this to hit Stray.
Yes. No, we had and we're busy now, and we finalized a master plan. also in negotiations with the province for funding for this master plan, especially for the wastewater or the drainage, because we also in planning, a phase where we going to build RDP houses, but we can't build at the moment because of the waste or the water system at the moment. But we've got a master plan at the moment, and we just need to speak to the province, and then we will start to see to that problem.
Final question, any chance that we could see even more heavy rainfall during today and tomorrow? We know that the storm is moving inland,
Yep.
or are you hopeful that you've seen the worst of it yesterday and that now it's just focusing on, as you mentioned earlier, those mopping up operations and trying to just help these affected residents?
As far as I know, the forecast is that we will have rain up until tomorrow, and especially as you see, and that is the crisis, the water can't drain away. And that is our challenge at the moment. But at the moment, we are in operations. Our joint operations centre is up and running. All the teams is up and running in Struisbaai. There's also the Eel emission station in Napier, in the borders of Cape Agulhas. But at the moment, everybody is here ready to help and assist. And then the mop-up operation afterwards, the afterfit, just to get people's houses clean and just to get the donation that came in, just to get it distributed to the rightful families.
Thank you very much. That was Executive Mayor of the Cape Agulhas Municipality, Mr. Paul Swart, chatting to us there about what is needed to happen now. As he mentioned, there is a throng of people outside. These are affected residents who had to be evacuated, whose houses are still either flooded or just completely wet, and they are unable to move back right now. As you can see behind me, there is just a pile of donations. This has been brought in by Gift of the Givers. It's donations of food. There's also mattresses at the back of us, and we also have blankets, toiletries. But like in any situation, as the Mayor mentioned, that goodwill from people is still needed. He made mention of residents in some of the areas that weren't too badly affected also joining in, helping to prepare warm meals and a place to stay.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Monique Mortlock out in Struisbaai, reporting on the Cape of Storms and the situation out there. Stay safe if you are in the Western Cape.